2, 3. All right, let me do a single one. Hey, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Moron Bros Radio Show here at realpunkradio.com. This is the morning show.
Yeah, first half of Moronic Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday sometimes.
Sometimes. We weren't here last week. We were here the week before, but we weren't here the week before that.
Hey, we're batting 500.
Yeah,
I mean, hey,
normally
whatever.
this time of year I'm just not working, so it's easy.
Yeah, but been pretty busy, and we haven't done anything for the show really, except for upgrade our camera style.
Yeah, video quality should be great.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the audio will actually sync.
I just posted on Instagram that we're gonna go pretty hard in the paint with green screen now.
Yeah, we're all in on the green screen.
Yeah.
There's no looking back on that.
No looking back.
If anything, we need more green screen.
We're gonna need
an army of green.
Significantly more green. The entire room is just gonna be green by the time we're done here.
We'll get some dye. We'll dye the carpets.
We're gonna be wearing green man suits the whole time.
I have the mask already,
bro.
For when for a long time I've been planning for this situation, and if we have a guest, because now there's nowhere for the guest to hide.
Really? Yeah.
And they want to remain their anonymity. They can wear the
Green Man
mask.
suit. Oh my god.
We could put any fucking head we want.
Dude, we're
on.
hanging out with Sheriff Woody the whole time.
Any head we want goes on there.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I would love it.
And I bought that like a year ago.
We get a voice changer.
When we first started doing it again.
Oh, dude. Think about the possibilities with Macho Man Randy Savage.
True that.
Oh my god.
I've been doing more research on soundboarding too, and now that we're using the headphones, I think we can get a soundboard pretty affordably.
Let's do it. But once again, we are talking about behind-the-scenes stuff on the air, because that's what we do here at the Moron Bros Morning Show, where we're going to talk for the next hour or so about the stuff and the music that we're going to talk about and play in our radio show, which is at 7 p.m. Eastern here at realpunkradio.com. So you can come back here later tonight to hear all the stuff
we got
actually played that we talk about.
Well, we got some new Reaganomics to talk about.
Some new Reaganomics, man. That was one of the downsides about not being here last week, is that we couldn't talk about that.
My official, they could use this quote for the album if they want.
Okay.
Would be, it's a grower, not a shower.
You think?
It grew on me.
I liked it.
There were, it comes out hard, the cliche song. Great song.
Great song.
But, there's a lot of in-between in that album that is growing on me.
Mm-hmm.
But initially, I could have lived without.
Because it's like that. But you could say that really with any straightforward punk band, right? Like, you first listen to it and you're like, okay, this sounds like all the other punk bands. But then you really listen to it and you're like, oh no, okay, I understand what the nuance is in this band. Because that's more what you're looking at. You're not listening to the sound as much as you're listening to the nuance of the musicians. Like, I feel like with punk music. Maybe that's a really pretentious way of looking at it, but I don't know. You have to find some way to deviate between punk bands, because a lot of them sound exactly the fucking same.
Yeah.
And so, that's kind of how most albums for me, I guess.
I usually just look at the older band that they were and just listen to that. Like, when it comes to Teenage Bottlerocket, it's like, I'll just listen to the Lillingtons.
Yeah.
But I will throw, 2 Teenage Bottlerocket songs in
Of course.
So
I guess we're going to have to play some Reaganomics and Teenage Bottlerocket on the show later.
Yeah, or some Lillingtons. I'm going to write it down.
Or what we do is we play old Reaganomics with new Reaganomics, then we play Lillingtons with Bottlerocket.
True that.
We could do that. Maybe something like that. We do our production meetings on
pretty
air.
Solid shit. That is
that is what this show is.
It's supposed to be what this show is. Sometimes it's not always what it is.
Actually, you're lucky that today is a day where we're talking about actual music.
Yeah. I guess when we're talking about new music, you're going to hear on this evening's show, 7-Inch of the Month Club came in today.
We got the 7 inches displayed prominently.
Yeah, so we have 4 new effects songs.
Yeah.
In what seems to be the theme for the new 7-Inch of the Month Club. I've already heard 2 of them.
Yeah.
But they're all great songs.
Sweet.
So
that's good to hear, man. Because usually if the EP in between the album
If those songs were on an album, I wouldn't be happy.
But they're not. They're on 7 Inch of the Month Club.
Well, let's keep it that way.
Right. Well, I was gonna say. I mean, like a lot of the EPs or not the EPs, the just like the little demos and shit that they release in between albums
usually fill out half their albums.
A quarter. But the general album has like almost a different but similar
newer
sound.
Recording of it. It's usually, it's not the same recording you heard before.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, I think there's a couple that are just complete duplicates.
For what you're going to hear of my rips of these, my record player is cheap and shitty. I wish it was better.
Yeah, well.
So the rips sounded better, but I did run them through a little bit of mastering software to enhance the sound.
So you guys will be hearing that later tonight. Probably can't hear that anywhere else, and our show could probably get canceled.
At this point, fuck them.
Yeah.
Speaking of fuck them, I seen Fat Mike doing. I seen it on. It might have been suggested to me by YouTube actually, but it seemed more like something he would have definitely posted on Instagram.
What's that?
And it's just like somebody recording him, almost. I want to say he's got like that Cokie the Clown shtick going on, but he's not in makeup or anything. But he's like blowing little fucking zoopers and popping little confetti poppers whilst saying things very depressed.
Oh, okay. So he's just doing a street show, or what?
He's listing,
or was he just drunk and like
he's
in
just
public?
like in his living room or something.
Oh.
He's listing some of the new releases to come out in 2020 for Fat Wreck.
Oh, so yeah, it's a promo.
So he's like, the first thing we're gonna say is Days and Days has a new album coming out, and then he fucking blows the thing, and then he goes, oh yeah, and then I guess the Pears are putting out a new album.
That's pretty sweet.
But Days and Days are putting out a new album on Fat Records. It's gonna be really 50-50.
Man,
I think the pinnacle of Days and Days will always be Rogue Taxidermy, like that album they wrote breaking up with each other. I think it's going to be hard to capture.
Like that emotion. But,
yeah.
I mean, now, and like you kind of said this before, that, the nature of Fat Wreck and the nature of that band could influence each other pretty heavily as far as their sound goes, and that
I just like the
could be a not good thing.
Has more influence than Fat Wreck,
Mm-hmm.
but I doubt it because Fat Wreck has destroyed a lot of really rooted, well-known bands in the studio. Mainly, I mean, I'm gonna use.
I'm hoping for the best.
The new Propaganda album, terrible. That could be more of the band. Who knows? But like the Flatliners, they just like took the ska. Like the Flatliners are one of the best ska-core bands around. And then they get on Fat Wreck, and there's just no more ska.
Maybe we need to play maybe to substantiate your claim here. Maybe we need to play old and new Flatliners as well.
All right.
Maybe that'll be the theme for the show later tonight. Is old and new. Old and new.
Yeah, because I think about this a lot, and it's like,
am I
getting old and like crumpety that I don't like the newer stuff anymore, and I just want to listen to the older stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like there's newer stuff of certain things that I'm totally down with. Right, like I mean, even some new Bottlerocket, I actually do not mind.
The new album was good.
Yeah. Oh God, there's a few bands I like newer NoFX. I don't really like older NoFX as much as I like newer NoFX. So I mean, there's that.
NoFX, I love.
Other than like obviously that latest album.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Yeah. Man, this fucking album next year better be good. It's gonna be hard. It's really gonna be heartbreaking if it's not.
Our fucking show's named Moron, bros. It really needs to get better.
Yeah, I think we really need to if that album sucks, I think it's our duty to launch like a full-on internet attack on Fat Mike.
Oh well, yeah. But what do we say?
Well, it doesn't matter.
What do you say to a guy?
We just fucking. We don't even come at him cool. We go, as we do constantly talk about on the Moron Bros, we go full troll.
Go full troll.
On his celebrity.
But how? How do you do it?
He owes me nothing, but he owes me everything at the same time. You know?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, as much as I would be very upset.
It's the same thing with Matt Wixon. It's like, I know he owes me nothing, and he doesn't have to like put out music and stuff. But at the same time, he owes me an album every year.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to hear this motherfucker play music. Right? Absolutely,
and good music. And I mean, I've never had that issue with a Matt Wixon album, and I don't think I ever would. even as pop music influenced some of his songs are. They're fucking amazing.
Even the Babylon Party Machine shit, dude. I love it.
Oh, it's so
I
good.
love it, dude.
Listen to the Horn Pod podcast. I highly recommend it. They put out another episode this week, so they're 4 episodes deep now.
Oh, okay. Wow. I thought they were still on 3. That's awesome.
Yeah, they put out 3 right away, and they just put out
Oh,
4.
okay. I thought it was 2. Jeez.
Yeah, they really let you get into it at the beginning there. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
They did add... I want to listen to this podcast. They added Real Big Fish. They do a thing called the Ska Canon.
Okay.
Every week they add, a couple bands and a specific album from the band. And they added Real Big Fish this week. It seemed like they both did it somewhat begrudgingly. So I was kind of okay with it.
You have to, though, right?
No.
You have to.
No.
You have to. The pure scale of their popularity, regardless of whether or not you agree with it,
I think that
makes them ska canon. I mean, like, there are a lot of people...
at a time, the Boss Tones were just as popular and a way better band.
But their popularity wasn't as sustained. If in early 2000s,
well, that's because they wouldn't bend over and fucking...
But it doesn't fucking matter why. It just matters that it did. And the influence I think that the Real Big Fish had on mainstream culture, not like the ska. Like I would much prefer the Boss
I
Tones.
ordered that new Pick It Up ska documentary.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was $15.
I interviewed the guy who made that.
Okay.
Or a lady. I don't know.
There's a lady, I think. Okay.
I don't know. And I felt
the person.
It's why I did not air it, because I felt like I said things that were really insensitive by accident.
I mean, we should see if we could get that person to come do the Moron Bros.
Probably not, dude.
The Moron Bros is problematic as ever,
dude, and not on purpose. I just said.
Well, I mean, from what they were talking about the documentary, I feel like I'm gonna disagree with a lot of it.
Well, because very third wave, and that was one of the things I actually did talk about when I talked.
I love the third wave.
When they talked,
very specific.
When I talked to them, like it was like,
will you hand me the CBD devil?
It seemed like it was very third wave sympathetic. The whole documentary was going to be very third wave sympathetic.
It was very Real Big Fish sympathetic.
I pushed back a little on a couple things, and I think that also was a big turnoff of the conversation.
I mean, it's no fun. I mean, isn't that the point of a good conversation? A little bit of pushback.
Yeah.
That's what I love about the Horn Pod podcast.
I honestly would really enjoy that if we pulled out the whole part where I talked about talking to this person. Because like, seriously, I don't exactly know how that situation like played out on their end, but I know that they never reached out to me to tell me like, hey, what happened to that podcast? And I never released it. They never sent me their sound file from their half of it. I think they realized that it was a completely like in-home like podcast thing, and they just didn't give a shit. Which I don't blame them. I wouldn't have either.
I think that now we leave it in because I think you just kind of explained the situation.
Yeah.
You didn't feel comfortable with it. You thought it might have been problematic, so you didn't release it.
And well, it's not that I said anything because I don't know, and I just felt like I felt like the creator of Pick It Up. I wish I knew the name. I should look that up so that I'm not fucking just being ridiculous.
Well, you could feel better now because I just spent $20 on a Blu-ray from them. So the Moron Bros, how we'd like to do when we play Lust Control, we send money to Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
So we have donated a little bit of money to ease their suffering, hopefully. I think they should do the Horn Pod podcast if they're thinking about doing podcasts.
Oh yeah, this was before it came out. Like I did
yeah, I remember. I somewhat remember the timeline. Roark's going to be in the hospital. He might be listening to this in the hospital right now. So we just want to shout out to Roark. We love you, buddy. Hopefully whatever's going on in the hospital is going smoothly.
Man. Hope everything's going great. Hope you Get well soon.
I hope it's just a vasectomy procedure, but I'm pretty sure
that would be great. If it's just a vasectomy.
In and out, you know?
Yeah, but that's just an in and
He's
out.
already got some little Roarks running around.
Oh, that's good.
I think.
Maybe?
I don't know. I think I seen on a Facebook picture. And Archie wants stickers. So send us your address, Archie. I've seen your Facebook thing, and we're going to get on stickers as soon as possible, which will not be promptly at all.
Yeah. But definitely get us your contact info because we want to get it to you.
Yeah. Well, we're about 15 minutes here into Moronic Mornings at realpunkradio.com. All the music we're talking about you can hear later tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here. You can go download backlogs at moronbros.realpunkradio.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Moron Bros Radio, Facebook, The Moron Bros Show. Send us pictures of your poop. We will guess what you ate. Send us your buddy's mugshot, and we'll guess his crimey. And what else will we do? Oh, you can do death polls. We do death polls. You can win a free pizza.
Taylor Morden.
Morden
is the creator.
That doesn't sound like it helps decipher your situation at all.
Nope. It was just a really unprofessional interview. And the way that the recording worked out, with my interface being all screwy and me not understanding how a lot of that shit worked at the time.
I mean, it's also a documentary about third wave ska.
Right.
It shouldn't be that professional.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is so I didn't realize the magnitude of who I had gotten a hold of when I didn't understand. And then in the interview, I realized that this person had talked to so many people.
Yeah.
So many really influential, third wave ska people. I was like, holy shit. So I did get a lot. I mean, I did talk a lot about, who they talked to. And you were right, though, when you're talking about, being very Real Big Fish sympathetic.
I mean, that's just information I got from the Horn Pod.
Taylor seemed to drop in a lot of information about, we talked to the singer of Real Big Fish was really cool.
This person on the Moron Bros. So you could be like, the singer of Real Big Fish.
No, I don't think it would go that well.
I mean, the interview wouldn't last long, but we'd air it.
Oh, we would.
Oh, we would air the shit out of it.
But that is also
I would
a reason.
make sure I'm recording both sides on my end.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's also a reason that I had to team back up with CJ and start the Moron Bros going again, because my own podcast was trash because I just didn't know how to do anything, and I was just flying by the seat of my pants. I always had great guests, and it was nothing against guests ever, except for a couple.
Yeah, I mean, we used to do a lot of that on the Moron Bros, but now we can afford fucking introductory level equipment.
Yeah, that's been a real help.
Yeah, but now our camera is even beyond that.
Oh my god.
So hopefully you'll see some Moron Bros out in the field.
Yeah.
I've been looking at a little setup so we can each have a lavalier.
It's gonna make doing Game of Bones way easier.
Were we gonna do any video for Game of Bones?
I thought that was all it was gonna be.
I mean, we were gonna put it up on YouTube for people, but yeah, I guess.
I figure if we set it down low, we're both sitting on the couch.
I thought it was gonna be. I mean, yeah, it definitely gives it more of a Beavis and Butthead vibe the way you describe it.
Right, it needs to have a Beavis and Butthead vibe.
Word. Man, we're chugging through the list here.
Oh, I have a new podcast coming out. Speaking of kind of upgrading all of our situation.
Yeah.
We talk about a lot of political stuff on Moron Bros quite often. I end up talking about a lot of political stuff.
I ask Keegan what's going on in politics.
Yeah, and generally I just
one time a week I get updated on politics.
I start rambling about it, and which I'll still continue to do if that's something that you like about the Moron Bros show. But I'm gonna have an entire podcast where it's current events and different things that myself and my co-host there, Jason, the things that we look into and do dives on. So definitely check that out. It's going to be the Keegan Damron show on Platform Radio. It's going to be a new internet radio station coming out. It's all podcasts, so I don't think it kind of intersects too much with the Real Punk Radio thing, so I probably can talk about it, right?
Well, you should. I don't think anybody at Real Punk Radio cares.
I don't think they listen to
You
this.
should be able to cross. Yeah, I don't think too many people from the station. I try to get in, get into the chat and interact more during other people's shows when I can. Normally, I just listen. 'Cause I'm busy doing shit.
It sucks that that's not a part of internet radio as much anymore. Like
it was
now,
a big part of Real Punk Radio. When Real Punk Radio started, was the chat room.
Right. I was gonna say, like, now if you're listening to music, it's like you're putting it down and doing other stuff and listening to music. It's not as much like I'm on the internet listening to radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which is weird because so many people are on the internet just watching meaningless things in chat room.
But see, and that's the thing is, like, if I get into the chat, at some point I'm gonna find.
Oh, did it just stop recording on us?
Oh man. Now we're just gonna move real quick in the picture.
Okay. 1, 2.
Hold on. What were we talking about?
No idea.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
And due to technical difficulties, we are now back.
Yeah, we had a little camera issue. We're learning the ways.
Yeah.
But I think I got it figured out for the 1080p. I had it unlocked for 4K, but the card didn't work. With 4K, it's not a high enough write speed.
Some people have complained we talk too much about the YouTube shit, but I think it'll be an important aspect of the show moving forward. So
yeah, I think we'll get better at it, especially if we do like more remote stuff. I think our YouTube page will become more of a place worth going to for the few people that actually enjoy listening to the show.
Hey, thank you guys for listening and making this show what it is.
Yeah, if you're listening, work, switch over to YouTube and it'll be like we're fucking chilling in your hospital, smoking a ton of cigarettes.
Yeah.
I have no idea what we were talking about before.
I mean, I do remember talking about the Pick It Up Ska thing.
We were talking about the Pick It Up Ska thing. I think we were talking about your new podcast.
New podcast, Keegan Damron Show at Platform. It'll be cool. Definitely go check that out at some point. To be clear, a big apology to the creator of Pick It Up Ska for how unprofessional I was in that interview.
Yeah, we bought a copy.
And we'll definitely be checking it out.
We'll talk about it. We'll review it. I can't promise.
Yeah, maybe do a review video for the YouTube.
That's true. I can't promise it'll be a good review. I wouldn't mind, doing a commentary on something like that. That'd be fun. I think I have a lot more to say about whether it be negative or positive about that situation. Game of Bones will be interesting for sure. I'd like to do some commentary on like Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh yeah, I do video.
So
do
many
movies.
things.
Morons watching movies. But this is the Moron Bros Morning Show. It's 1 hour of us talking shit.
Yeah.
And
so
then
they passed the first line through the impeachment.
Yeah, they got it past the House. It's going to the Senate. Everybody's all like, "Oh, it's not going to get past the Senate."
It probably won't.
But right now, Pelosi is holding up the articles of impeachment in the House. I think it's because she's going to try to negotiate with the Senate. I don't know if that's even possible. Like, this is the thing, is it's like a lot of this is untraveled territory because
it's unprecedented.
It's only happened twice, right? And a lot of the things that Trump has done wrong were addressed in the Nixon case, right? And like, there were things done in the Nixon case that actually Trump is now doing that were not done then. Like, Nixon let all of the State Department be depositioned and taken to court, like, and had their testimonies heard. Trump's blocking all of that from happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I think that's because that was basically Nixon's downfall, is letting all of his dudes testify.
Okay.
So it came out of what was going on. So I think he's just trying to avoid that. It's pretty crazy. What a time to be alive, you know?
I mean, I thought he was gonna, by now he would have fucking named more names and shit, you know?
Well, that's part of the reason. It's one of the reasons why he hasn't gone before Congress.
Yeah,
is he knew he would perjure himself.
He's playing a gangster.
Because, like, here's the thing. So Well, I break this down. We broke this down in the first episode of the Keegan and Friends Keegan Damron show. Jesus, Keegan Damron show, not Keegan and Friends. On the Keegan Damron show, I do a probably about a 20-minute segment where we talk about impeachment. So you can go and check that out for a little bit more in-depth conversation about it. But like, essentially, the way I put it in there is that like, this dude talks crazy from beginning to end of any conversation, right? Like, if he doesn't just like talk completely normal and then for 2 to 5 minutes of a 30-minute talk
24/7.
Exactly. So the transcript they released is a very short snippet out of like a much longer conversation, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying that there's probably a lot more to the Zelensky phone call that they're using to get him with like collusion or not.
Zelensky, isn't that the name of the family in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No, Zelensky, maybe, I don't know, but that's the name of the prime minister or president of the Ukraine, the guy that he's basically was doing the quid pro quo for.
Okay.
Allegedly, dude, I listened to a lot of the testimonies and stuff, and it was arduous to even listen to, but essentially, I mean, it's undeniable that the dude did something wrong. It's just the way about it that is being gone. Like, I don't know if it's going to be efficient or effective.
And it shouldn't be that surprising he did the things he did. It's the kind of thing you would expect from a businessman.
So they say that like impeachment should never be like a partisan thing, or it should never be a thing that blah 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 blah. But like when Johnson was impeached. What? Johnson was impeached in the 1860s, the late 1860s, or mid 1860s. After Lincoln was assassinated, his vice president became president, was impeached and removed, and it happened in 2 weeks. They had it from beginning to end. It was 2 weeks long.
Yeah, because he was just some vice president motherfucker.
But they created trapdoor laws that he was basically going to fall into. Like, they were making illegal things that they knew he was doing.
Yeah. So
that they could trap him and then impeach him, right? It doesn't seem like that was what was going on here, but at the same time, like, I mean,
he's definitely
they knew he was doing something wrong. They were listening to see what it was.
Yeah.
They found it.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, okay, yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's a bad play on his move because he should know that he's under a fucking microscope.
Right.
I don't know. Terrible guy. I hope he takes Pence down with him.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
But even if Pence does get, like, you know,
but Pence
temporary executive power,
very strong feelings about religion and the legalization of marijuana, and I don't want him to even have a second.
He won't be able to do anything. That's the problem.
He'll try.
I don't know.
The guy's a rotten old fucking dick face.
I agree 100%.
Fuck you, Mike Pence.
I hope Mike Pence falls down a very deep shaft onto sharp spikes.
I hope
100-foot tiger pit.
I hope he gets trapped in an avalanche for 4 days and then they find him.
Right. And he eats his own hand and shit.
No, they're just all frostbite and they gotta amputate.
Mm. Oh, he doesn't die?
No.
Okay,
he's got to live with fucking stumps.
As a potato.
Yeah. Yeah.
That seems fair.
Only because I'm pretty sure I can't say, you know.
You want to kill the vice president?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to kill the vice president. You hope he dies.
Exactly.
That's a different thing. That's not.
We'll be very clear about that on the Moron Bros show. We hope a lot of people die, but we are far too lazy to go out and kill them.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just another reason they should legalize marijuana nationwide.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. You know how many people wouldn't get killed?
Yeah. It would. The masses would be, you know, just slightly more content.
We talked about it last night, where it's like they do the whole like drug checkpoints at like festivals.
I mean, the
purity test places to make sure that you're not like fucking snorting fentanyl and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. Like, why don't we have those nationwide? Like, we let it happen at festivals because we don't want hippies to die.
Every Walgreens.
Right, yeah. You can get a flu shot at a Walgreens. Why not? Like, hey, can we check your drugs to make sure they're not poison? Like, that'd be good.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Be pretty cool.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck the law.
What else do we got going on? Yeah, no, this whole impeachment thing.
There's a lot to it, and like I said, I talk about it on the Keegan Damron show.
I mean, it's a Republican Senate, right?
Mm-hmm. But you have like Mitt Romney, who fucking hates Trump, and he's a Republican. You have the
fuck that guy too.
Yeah, absolutely. But he'll vote against. But he'll vote to fucking impeach him. Yeah. Remember, John McCain was a senator, and fucking Trump trashed John McCain. And John McCain had a lot of fucking friends in the Senate, and there are a lot of people who might now see a wounded Trump.
I mean, I don't know if I'd call them friends, but I do believe that there are people in the Senate that understand the powers that are beholden by John McCain and his relationship with the lizard people.
Yeah.
And they might fear that.
McConnell's a lizard person. And maybe
for sure. He's like he's an amphibian person.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's a frog person, really. He is, but
he's like a lizard person that has like a genetic mutation.
Perhaps it's on purpose that he went on Fox News and said that he was going to cooperate with the State Department. Like, that's basically saying that you're giving Donald Trump an unfair trial. Like, the jury is biased.
Is that bro guy still doing stuff? The guy that likes to drink beer?
Kavanaugh? Yeah, he's in the Supreme Court. He's a Chief Justice.
Fuck that guy too.
Yeah, that guy's one of the he's in the highest court in the land.
Fuck all politicians.
But if Trump gets removed, it could be grounds to impeach those judges that he appointed. Which would be great, because we need to get the two fucking idiots that he appointed out of there.
Nothing fixes the system until we completely tear it down.
I mean, that's the goal, but the goal, at this point, it seems that the American populace is so subdued that there's no way that's going to happen. Like right now, there are uprisings in Bolivia. The French population is completely I mean, the Chinese, in China, there's the protests.
People are going off, dude.
The whole world right now is I mean, India, there's like big protests going on.
I would like to say, is the official podcast of the XFL, fuck the Chinese government.
Okay.
Let's see where that goes.
That's fair. We're going to be banned in China.
I want to see where that goes.
We're going to be banned in China. Well, we're definitely probably already banned in China. Like, we just don't know it.
We've done a couple shows from the shores of China.
We have.
The shores of Hong Kong.
But I mean, there are massive left-wing movements going on right now all across the world. And America, we're just sitting on our fucking hands and almost giving in to right-wing populism, which is scary that we're supposed to be,
I think it's just because most of the liberal American people all live with each other.
That's true.
They're not going home to what I'm going home to and fucking seeing it every day.
It's scary when you realize the amount of, because we live in sort of a conservative area.
I live in...
And this is even like the most liberal part of Indiana.
Record, pound for pound, most Trump-supporting town in the entire United States of America.
Griffith, they had a Trump they had the Trump campaign office in 2016 in Griffith.
And they got that bar that just...
Dude.
Oh, my God.
Went crazy.
They're still about it.
No, it's a new bar, new ownership. They had to sell it.
No, you're talking about, there were two bars.
Oh, Lucille's is the one you're talking about.
But it's the same owner that owned Lucille's, too. They owned that bar right there by...
The one that said had grab him by the pussy.
By the softball fields there.
Yeah, that's Lucille's. The one right across from the softball fields. And then the one they had was Griffith Town Tap, but it's not Town Tap anymore. Now it's like just Joe's.
Or something
it's a new owner. They sold that one.
They do music there. They do live music there.
I know. I wanted to try and set something up there. My uncle knows the owner.
All right. Just Joe knows just Joe?
Just Joe knows just Joe. Yeah. Imagine that.
Not just Joe. Well, we're about halfway into the show, and we've hit just about all of our talking points.
Yeah, well, that's generally how this goes. We can set up any more of the podcast. Do we want to do old and new? Any ideas for bands we could do old and new for?
Old and new. Well, we're going to be doing a lot of NoFX today anyway, so we'll leave them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
4 new NoFX songs coming at you tonight.
We could do the Propagandy.
We do the Propagandy.
Definitely do some We could probably try.
Should we talk about Catch-22 Streetlight?
I mean, we could do that too. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Mustard Plug.
Yeah, because that's a band that
it's not necessarily worse as they got old, as they've got, but it's definitely different.
It's much different, and it's hard to say. Yeah, I mean, it's different, and
it's not worse.
They're both so good. It's not worse.
It is not worse. That's at all, and that's what we want to stress about this. Like, when we're doing old and new, we're not saying, like the old and new are necessarily any better or worse.
We're looking into it.
We're looking into it.
We're getting the data to see if
because we want to know that we're not just aging millennials who fucking hate everything new. Right.
Yeah.
I saw a post today on Facebook that was basically saying, like, the music scene isn't worse now. It's just not the scene that you grew up in.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. I'd like to say that's bullshit though, because like I can objectively tell what's good and bad, and like I can see that the local music scene, at least around here, is trash. Like there's no like younger bands, like
especially in Northwest Indiana.
And the younger bands that are coming up, there's like 4 of them, and they're decent, but they just don't have anything to follow. Like there's no roadmap for these kids on how to make a decent band and what to do so. I feel like if you're not a cover band in Northwest Indiana, you're not making any fucking money. You're not playing any fucking
money. If the first rule being a good band is don't be doing it to make any money.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And then
I mean, Dissonance and Dissent, they're not bad. I guess they're coming out of here, but like once again,
they're not doing it to make money.
And it's not like a younger band either. It's not like you know what I mean? Like they're
not kids.
Like I haven't seen any. Like, have you seen any bands that are like a bunch of 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids in Northwest Indiana in like the last 10 years? At least one that was like decent, or that like didn't look like a complete joke.
No.
And maybe they're out there. Maybe if somebody from Northwest Indiana is listening to this, and they want to,
definitely. I mean, we used to be at the center point of the Northwest Indiana scene on a daily basis, so we got to see a lot of it. In the modern post days.
Well, and not even just the modern post days, but I mean, like when there was that place in Griffith.
And then there was that house in Maryville.
And then there was that fucking place in Highland, that the Bean Spot or coffee shop or whatever.
There's a new country bar in Highland.
Yeah.
And coming up is a David Allan Coe show.
No shit. Oh, no, you're talking about the venue.
That might be what it's called.
Yeah, they do a bunch of different shit out of there.
Okay. Interesting.
It's attached to that bar, Hoses and Cuffs. It's a cop and firefighter bar.
Is it?
Sounds like a gay bar though, right? Hoses and Cuffs. That sounds like a gay bar.
I mean,
which, by the way, cool.
Yeah.
Like cool, but like
it would be cool if it was a gay cop and firefighter bar.
Is there any other kind?
I think that'd be a real good time. While we're talking about this, I talked to Tom from the Public Divide this week.
Oh, yeah?
And he's jamming with a drummer, so I'm going to try to get out and start working on stuff with them.
Oh, cool.
The only real issue there is practices are in Gurney.
Fuck, is that where he's living at now?
No, but that is where the drummer's house is.
Jeez.
And I know the drummer well. He's a wonderful, fantastic human being. It's the only reason.
It's like an hour and 45 minutes away.
2.
Jeez.
But if we practice on Fridays, it's like an hour from work.
Oh, that's not bad then.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but
yeah,
because it's 294 too, so you got to go up past O'Hare.
355.
Oh, okay.
From where I'm at work in Wheaton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figure maybe I could work something out because it'd be like in every other week. So maybe I'll work out with my boss, like work a couple extra hours on days, in the middle of the week, so I can get off a couple extra hours early on Friday.
He's still teaching?
Yeah, he's like 4 years into a full-time gig somewhere now.
That's pretty fucking dope.
He just had another child.
Another one.
So he's got a boy.
Another one.
He's got a boy and a girl now.
Another one.
So hopefully he's gonna get a vasectomy here soon. He seems hesitant.
Another one.
Yeah, he seems hesitant about it, but
what? Why?
I don't know. That was my reaction. The Moron Bros, not sponsored, but sponsored by vasectomies.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully.
Stop having kids, everybody.
Yeah. hopefully,
if you got them, great, cool. I hope that they're awesome and have great lives.
Yeah, don't have more.
But don't have more. Just don't have more. It's not necessary.
Especially if you already got one. There's no reason.
Yeah, dude.
There's
If
no
you already
consideration.
left one, you got
and
something.
it's not like if that one's broken and you're hoping for a good one, it's not gonna work.
Nope, that's not how that works.
It's not gonna work out.
It's not how that works. I like Jim Jeffries' take on it. If you're a dumb cunt and the person you're with is a dumb cunt, or even if they're just a dumb cunt, your kid's more than likely going to be a dumb cunt. So be careful. Be careful.
It's just math.
Be careful what you allow to propagate.
And you know the old saying, you know, the dumb and the bored. It's a good way to pass the time.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. It is a good way
for the poor too, who definitely don't need to be having more kids.
So we're almost about 3/4 of the way through the Moron Bros Morning Show
Should
here.
we guess some crimey?
I think we should guess some crimey.
I'll get
We
my
have a new
camera
setup
ready.
for it.
So hopefully you will be able to see said perpetrator
Right up on the big board here on
right,
YouTube.
Yeah, right, Chonder.
If you go and find our YouTube page and you watch, you can check out the. Oh my God, that was great.
He's innocent enough though.
Yeah, very much.
Ooh, a lot of innocent men. Here we go. We got fucking Father Time here.
Oh my God, Brian.
I already seen his age. It's no fun if we can't guess. You want to do fucking ears here?
Oh man.
Well, she's definitely into Wiccan.
Yeah. Yeah, this lady had a crystal in her pocket when she got arrested.
That's
for sure.
Oh, she had one fucking in her booty.
You know what she
Crystal
looks
suppository.
like? She looks like her dad is her dad is probably the henchman like in a Disney movie. Right? Like the evil henchman that was like trying to drown the cats in Aristocrats.
Yeah, like the guy that's like he's got good stature in the rank of knights, but he's like doing seedy shit in the background.
Right. Well, he's got like the big nose and he's kind of like ghoulish and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna drown the kittens. Like I'm gonna put them in a river."
Like Gargamel.
Kind of
like
that
a Gargamel.
That's
type.
her dad. Her dad is that guy,
Right.
which also explains why she looks like she's afraid to get hit. Like she looks like they probably took her. She was crying.
She's saying she's possibly a police officer's wife.
Daughter, either one.
Yeah.
Daughter or wife. She looks like she was crying though too. Crying or high. The game within the game. Crying or high.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say crying just because of the positioning of the bottom lip.
I'm gonna say hi just because of pupil dilation.
Oh wow, those are some dilated pupils, huh?
I'm
I'm gonna say it's a DUI.
gonna say it's a DUI. Yeah.
She's a Dewey.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say possession of narcotics. Domestic battery.
Domestic battery. Wait, she was
She was the beater.
Apparently, I mean, she got arrested.
All right.
Crazy. It was that guy.
All right. Here
Oh,
we go.
dude, give it up.
This fucking human thumb.
Oh my God. Just let it go, man.
Yeah.
Just let it
Oh,
go.
I totally forgot to take a picture of the last person.
Oh shit.
Turn that flash off.
Dude, this guy, he's just like, no, I have hair. No, I got hair.
Yeah, I swear.
I got hair. What are you talking about? No, I got hair.
He's definitely the before picture on the
In one of those
the
infomercials.
Bosley's for men.
They pulled this guy. Oh man.
And I'd like to think in his after picture, it's just like full Jufro.
Yeah, this guy. Oh, absolutely.
And you're like,
looks
damn, that Bosley's works.
He looks like fucking Bob Ross in the after. Man, he looks like fed up, right? Like
I'm gonna say this guy is doing something chomo-y.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think he's a kitty fiddler.
Okay.
I'm taking chomo for the Moron Bros.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a derogatory slur that you can get away with.
I'm gonna say animal abuse. This guy
Animal abuse?
has the dead eyes of a dude who hits dogs a little too hard.
They're beady, that's for sure.
Right.
Guess the AG. I'm gonna say 47.
I'm gonna say 52.
52.
Holy shit! Yeah. OWI. Damn.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, it checks out. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. Look at the okay, hold on, is it that he has a big beard, or is it that his chin is that wide?
He has no chin at all. It's his beard.
I bet. Yeah, right. I bet it's all beard.
He's on his 6th year of Rumspringa.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's definitely what this guy's deal is.
He just can't quite make the decision.
Oh man, but he has like a high percentage of Neanderthal in his genes, huh?
Oh,
like,
I mean, there's
like he definitely.
You know, there's quite a bit of incest going on in the Amish community.
Oh man, that's Amish, huh? Yeah, that is definitely Amish.
No, like he wants to, like he misses his family.
Mennonite or Amish?
Full blownsies Amish.
Full blownsies Amish.
Full blownsies, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's a DUI.
Because Mennonite is just the HIV of that situation.
I'm gonna say this is a DUI.
This is a DUI.
Look, he's got like one eye way more open than the other.
The other one.
Yeah. Either that or he got punched.
But they also look like equally closed, which is weird.
It looks like his head is turned, but you can tell that it's right on.
Yeah, but what is weird is this ear looks further back than this ear.
Right, that ear looks farther back. What is that?
I mean, this guy is disproportionate.
He's a human Picasso.
Hopefully.
This dude's a human Picasso. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's surrealism at its best.
He's a piece of artwork.
Is this man?
Sure. I'm gonna say domestic. I'm gonna go with a battery on this one.
I'm going with the OWI.
The OWI. Neglected, a dependent or child.
Wow.
So child neglect.
What a piece of shit.
What a piece of shit.
What a piece of shit.
This guy looks very happy with it. Very happy with it.
Oh man.
Which means he did a cool crime.
Look at the size of his pupils.
Yeah, this guy had a rad crime.
This guy was definitely doing acid in Walmart. So, what is that? Public intoxication, maybe?
No, I think, yeah, I mean, for sure. It's a class 1, right?
Misdemeanor?
For no good reason? No, felony.
No. Really?
It's a Schedule 1, I mean, acid.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know if they're gonna know. I think they might just like if they can't tell what it is, they just give you public intox, right?
I feel like if you're on enough acid to be that happy,
they're gonna know exactly what you're on.
You're like, yeah, bro.
This guy.
He's like, my cheeks hurt so bad, bro.
Oh, where's my neck?
So yeah, I'm gonna say that
fucking guy. Is it just me? Is it just the light?
I'm gonna say
or is he missing his left eyebrow? Is he missing like the majority?
I think it's just the lighting.
Okay.
I got full eyebrows over here. I don't know because I know it goes in like how current the photo is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say on acid, trying to lightsaber fight people, but going full force.
Yeah. Okay. So is that battery?
Yeah, maybe. Domestic battery.
No, you got it.
So he's just beating the shit out of his own kids with the lights.
Wait a second. Hold on. Go up.
Just getting pumped.
This is what his fucking. Hold on. I'm gonna point at the green screen here. This is what this dude's fucking mugshot looks like for domestic battery. I hope that they bring this up in court. They're
honestly,
like, look how fucking happy you were, you asshole. You fucking beat your kid, and this is how happy you are with yourself?
Maybe at 39 years old, he finally fucking stood up to his dad.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Trump got impeached, and this dude grew balls, and he just went and punched his punched his Trump supporting dad.
Him, right? He's just sleeping in the recliner.
Oh, it all comes together. It all comes together.
Let's go, old man. I'm pumped. Fuck the Senate.
Mitch McConnell can suck my dick as he's got him in handcuffs getting dragged into a car.
I mean, I'm going to assume that whoever he beat up had it coming.
Absolutely. Just based on the look in his face.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Look at this fucking butte.
Oh, man.
This is Northwest Indiana at its finest.
Holy shit. Do you think... Okay, once again, high or crying?
High.
Crying.
I think that this guy's been up for a few days.
Crying. That's crying.
I think he's been up long enough to grow all this. I don't know if I'm going to be pointing anywhere where it's at.
His forehead.
All this stubble.
This guy's a chomo. This is a chomo, bro.
I'm getting.
He's been crying.
I'm getting.
Go up and look at the name real quick. Okay. He's a third? Yeah, definitely.
Whatever he did, he half-assed it.
Yeah. It looks like he half-asses, but... Well, other than...
everything than his ass, which is
his whole ass. I was going to say, other than sitting, he half-asses everything.
I'm going to say it's like an OWI, but possession and narcotics situation.
Okay. I'm going to say Chomo.
Chomo. Rough 53.
Auto theft.
Receiving.
So he received a stolen car. So he was crying.
I mean, he definitely didn't steal it himself.
Right. No, I mean... but the only way he would get away is in a vehicle.
Yeah, maybe he was crying. I don't know. He looks pretty faded, man.
That's crying, dude.
He looks pretty faded.
That or they just woke him up.
That's possible.
They just woke him up.
Having a fat nap.
They were holding him in his cell. He's like snoring his ass off. Oh my God! Look at the eyebrows on that guy. We're not gonna show him, but God. Oh wait! This guy. You know the corner store, the Zips?
Yeah.
Right here. That's the owner.
Is it?
That's Mr. J, dude.
Fraud.
Yeah, I know. I talked to that guy on multiples of occasions, like in the mornings going to work.
We're looking for one more freak to finish off.
Oh, wait. You passed it. It's the dude from New Guy, but real life.
Okay, I'm sold. We've got...
oh, my God.
I don't know what his name is, but his name in the New Guy is Gil Harrison. For some reason.
Right.
I remember that.
This Gil Harrison looking motherfucker. He's got like half...
He's a great actor.
He's half Buscemi'd on the eyes.
Yeah.
He's a half Buscemi. Yeah. On the Buscemi scale, he's a 3. We got... dude, I want to know how big those ears are if he doesn't have his hair that grown out. Because I bet those ears are fucking massive, dude. Like, we can only see the bottoms. It's like when you see a whale's tail and you're like, damn, I bet that's a huge fucking whale, but it's like way far away.
Yeah.
But you can see how big the tail is. It's the same thing with those ears.
Isn't that crazy when people go on like a little fucking paddle boat and there's a whale like right underneath them?
Dude, I would be so fucking scared. Like a school bus is swimming underneath you. Like, dude,
it could just decide to breach the water and you're fucked.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say that this guy was breaking and entering.
Attempted murder. Attempted murder. Look at
let's guess the AG on this.
Those eyes.
Yeah, let's guess the AG on this one.
32.
32?
No, 34.
34. I'm gonna say.
He's a rough 34.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like 31.
Okay.
28.
Whoa!
Possession of a Schedule 2.
Okay, so doing pills.
Just gotta make sure it's not a real. Oh, no, here we go. All right, we gotta do one.
Closing on a winner.
Yeah,
this human Muppet. Oh my God. How much 5-finger death punch do you think you have to listen to get your face to look like that? like that's a lot, right? This guy has a Dimebag Darrell tattoo, right?
But while simultaneously following the Grateful Dead on many tours.
Mm-hmm. This is the kind of dude who like gets blackout drunk and he's like, yeah, I'll drink a quart of piss. I don't give a fuck, and he like drinks piss. And then he likes G.G. Allen, but for like the opposite reason that we like G.G. Allen. Yeah. Like he legitimately is like, yeah, man, that shit was just cool.
Yeah.
This fucking Okay, this guy.
I mean, he's definitely gonna start a cult.
I was gonna say, what would be the crime if you were serving dog meat to people? Is cannibalism? I'm gonna say cannibalism.
Cannibalism? All right, but he ate like his own pinky.
Self-cannibalism. Yeah. Okay.
There was a guy that ate some of his own foot meat just to see what it was like.
I mean, is that illegal?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
It shouldn't be.
We'll find
But
out.
also, it should be, because you don't want people to develop.
Right, you don't want people to start eating themselves all the time. I'm sure people do that, though. Yeah, because people who eat people really like eating people.
I know. That's what
you don't just kind of like dip your toe in eating people.
Yeah, you don't want to get that cycle started.
If you do, though,
yeah,
you know, whatever. More power to you. Let's. What do you think?
Simultaneously smoking a joint while masturbating in public.
Okay. While driving?
No, this guy does not have a car. Unless you want to add
all in the passenger seat of his girlfriend's car.
Yeah. No, just a random unlocked car that was parked on the street. We used to, all right, in high school, me and Matt.
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
we used to go into people's parked cars that were unlocked and smoke like 2 blunts and then trap all the smoke in there and just leave.
That's fucking hilarious. How many people woke up and were just like, what
got into their car and just, because we do it like sometimes like 3 o'clock in the morning. Just walk around looking for a place to get high, and it'd be like cold out. We're like, fuck it, we'll sit in this person's car.
That's so funny. So what do? We gotta hurry because we're getting ready to have to close out the show.
I'm gonna say, well, we got a couple minutes of stuff that we're gonna cut out.
Oh, yeah. So we got some time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say smoking a joint while publicly masturbating.
All right.
What was your guess?
Cannibalism.
Cannibalism. That's right. a rough 27. What's this guy's name?
We should know this guy, right? He looks like a person we might actually know.
Yeah, but I don't think I could.
I don't think I know him, though.
With all the residential entry.
Okay, so breaking and entering felony.
Yeah. Hey,
so that is Guess the Crime. He's everybody's new favorite segment.
That Officer Garcia?
Right? Yeah, from fucking
Reno
911. Looks like him.
Yeah.
That is everybody's new favorite segment, Guess the Crimey. Go to check out YouTube if you're listening to this, and you can find a video of us actually doing it. We have a big enough green screen now where we'll be able to show you the picture of the person we're talking about.
Along with a lot of other terrible things.
Yeah, we're going to put up a lot of other horrible things. We're going to go hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Hard in the paint.
I think we got this camera thing figured out, so that's dope.
You are listening, and have been listening, to the Moronic Mornings show.
Yeah.
Here at realpunkradio.com. It's 1 hour of me and CJ talking shit, being assholes.
Yeah,
we've set up a lot of before and after style sets that we're going to be playing tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time here at Real Punk Radio for the Moron Bros radio show, playing music and doing a lot of fun stuff. Where can you find us, CJ?
You can find us on Instagram at Moron Bros Radio, Facebook, The Moron Bros Show, backlogs at moronbros.realpunkradio.com. I'll try to get more stuff posted up there. I'm still trying to figure out our host server thing. Stuff costs money. Send us pictures of your poop. We will guess what you ate. Get your death pool picks in if you want to know more about that. Make sure to tune into this evening's radio show.
Do we know what our pick for last week was?
I should
Do we know what our picks for last week were?
I have it written down here.
2 weeks ago?
I do not have it written down.
Of course not.
So yeah, I'm not really sure who we picked at all. So we'll just have to wing it. I'm sure we didn't win.
Absolutely sure we didn't win. I think if we saw if the name came up, we'd be like, oh, that fucking. I think I picked Dog the Bounty Hunter again.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
We're gonna do old and new. See if bands have aged like fine wine, or
did not stand the test of time.
Yeah, there you go. We figured it out.
We figured it out.
Now we got a headline for the blog spot. I'll never remember that, but so yeah, thanks for tuning in here at Real Punk Radio or YouTube or
wherever.
At the blog spot or whatever. Don't forget to follow us on all the social medias. I should figure out. In fact, I could probably put it up on the green screen, like a thing with
all of our
social media accounts and
definitely have that posted in the back. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Hopefully you're not hearing us talk about a video that doesn't exist because the audio won't fucking sync.
Yeah,
I don't think that should be an issue. If not, we do have the camera audio.
Yeah. You've been listening to the Moron Bros Morning Show. This has been... I'm Keegan.
Yeah, this has been... I'm CJ.
Thank you for making me feel like an idiot. You do it yourself. You brought this on yourself. We're gonna be playing a whole bunch of fun music. I can't wait to get to the radio show. So make sure to come back, listen to that. Make sure to check out our backlog, because actually I think like 2 weeks ago or three episodes ago was probably one of my favorite Moron Bros shows that we've done, when we did all the covers.
Yeah, we did a bunch of ska parodies and covers.
I think I actually even have one of the ones that we did in that show going to be one of my weeks in review this week. For the show, because I've been listening to a bunch of Skatoon Network for the last like week or so at work. So
well, that's interesting, because I've been listening to a lot of Dick Cheese.
It's not Skatoon Network though that I'm going to ask to play, because actually the Interrupters have a really fucking cool cover that I've been digging.
All right. So yeah, make sure to tune in later tonight. Thanks for tuning in right now, and we will catch you guys on the flippity flop.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail.